Have you ever wondered what it would be like if one of the most iconic American muscle cars of all time rose again? What if that legendary Firebird, the one that launched in the late 1960s and ruled the streets through the 70s, 80s, 90s, and into the early 2000s, had a modern 2025 version? Tonight, we're diving deep into the 2025 Pontiac Firebird, the design, the imagined performance, the tech, the legacy, and why this car still matters to gearheads around the world. Now, before we kick things off, here's the reality check. Pontiac hasn't officially produced any new cars since 2010, and GM has not announced a real 2025 Firebird. What a 2025 Firebird would be if it came true. Imagine looking at it in the driveway. The first thing you notice is that stance. It's wide, crouched, and aggressive, like it's ready to leap forward at any second. Long sculpted hood, muscular rear haunches, and that unmistakable front face that recalls the Trans Am heritage without feeling dated. Smooth modern LED headlights, purposeful air channels, and a split grille that feels familiar even though it's all new. A blend of classic cues and contemporary aero efficiency. Step inside, and there's that satisfying mix of performance and comfort. The dashboard isn't just a slab of shiny plastic. It's wrapped in soft-touch materials, with an analog-style gauge cluster backed by a crisp digital display that can switch modes from classic retro to full modern race readouts. The infotainment center features wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, voice recognition, and performance tracking. Lap times, G-force, engine temps, right there on the screen. Seats are supportive bucket style with premium leather or Alcantara options, stitched with contrast piping that screams performance. Ambient lighting, dual-zone climate, and a steering wheel that puts every control at your fingertips make you feel not just in the car, but connected to it. Let's talk about power, because a Firebird wouldn't be a Firebird without muscle. In this imagined 2025 lineup, you'd have multiple engine options depending on how wild you want to go. A turbocharged V6 would give quick, energetic, everyday performance with a punchy power band. The headline act, though, would be a supercharged 6.2-liter V8, up around 650 horsepower, paired with either a slick 10-speed automatic or a traditional 6-speed manual for the purists. That's the kind of grunt that threatens 31/2 seconds to 60 miles per hour and a top speed that sits well into serious performance territory. ND under the sheet metal, modern chassis tech would keep it planted. Magnetic ride control, adaptive suspension, Brembo brakes up front to haul it down from high speeds, and traction systems that let you choose how raw you want the experience. From smooth cruise to track ready, handling that feels alive but never unruly. Safety wouldn't be forgotten either. Advanced driver safety assists like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring. You get all that in a car with muscle, but make no mistake, it's built to keep you protected whether on the highway or ripping through curves. Even from the outside, small details tell a story. Retro-inspired graphics or badges could be optioned, a subtle rear spoiler that enhances downforce, and futuristic taillights that light up in a pattern reminiscent of the classic Firebird flame emblem, a subtle wink to heritage. And because this is 2025, tech goes beyond screens. Over-the-air updates keep the software fresh, optimized performance modes unlock new driving behaviors, and customizable displays let the cockpit evolve with you. The unique selling point of this imagined car isn't just power or looks, it's heritage reborn with modern precision. It's a car that respects where American muscle came from, yet competes with the fastest sports cars on the road today. It's the emotional connection that makes people stop and stare, mixed with the raw joy of driving that modern tech amplifies, not hides. Look, whether Pontiac ever officially brings back the Firebird or this remains a dream project, the passion behind it shows one thing: legends like this don't fade just because production stopped years ago. They live on, in the hearts of builders, fans, and every enthusiast who remembers the sound of a big V8 and the thrill of the throttle. That's the allure of the 2025 Pontiac Firebird. A story of muscle, style, innovation, and the relentless spirit of driving.